everybody, and welcome to A Cuppa Tea with A+C. And today I am joined by another of our incredible directors on the roster, Antonin. Hello, Antonin.
Hi, how are you?
Really good. He's got the cup. What's in the cup, Antonin?
So it's tea, but it's iced tea, but it's still tea. But I feel cold tea you can feel the flavor better on your taste buds.
I like this. I need a hot one. It's cold here. It's really cold here in the UK at the moment. So
makes sense.
All of the heat I can get. And so where have you just come back from?
I just came back from Denmark, where I was doing a residency to develop a short film project. So I was 2 weeks in the middle of nowhere in Denmark. It was really fun.
Oh my gosh. So Antonin, what is this short film about? I think we need to get right in on that.
So the short film is about my grandmother's letters, because for the past 12 years she's been sending me, actually it's a bit peculiar, but she's been sending me newspaper articles. So she cut out newspaper articles, and every week or every month I get around...
We're on Skype, and I don't know what it is, but you did this, and fireworks went off, so I'm living for it. We don't know what's going to happen.
It's promising.
Carry on.
She's been sending me a lot of newspaper articles for the past 12 years, and in fact, she's really just trying to keep in touch, and I thought it was a really peculiar and sweet habit she invented. And I wanted to make a short stop-motion documentary about it.
Wow, that is amazing. That is a lovely way to connect with you.
Yeah.
And is it just you, or does she send them to all of your family?
She does make a special curated envelope for each member of the family. So my dad gets one, her sisters, her friends, and we all get different articles. And that's also the point of the film, like who gets what, and how does she perceive us, you know?
Oh my god! Can you give me an example of one of the articles that she might send you?
So it's like someone found a huge carrot, or it could be someone locked inside by her dishwasher because it got stuck, or sometimes it's a bit grim or sad as well, like murder and scam, and it can be anything, but it's also a way to protect us from what's happening and sharing, I think.
What were the first pieces of animation that you made? Do you recall those?
I think maybe the first one was around 16, 17 when I made a stop motion recipe of a cooking recipe. So it was basically ingredients cooking themselves into a wonderful dish.
I love that.
And I try to really find the characters for each ingredient and how it would behave, and I think that's what stop motion animators do in the end, just find the personality of each object.
You then went on and did some amazing shorts. I'm going to say it wrong. Is it Tataki?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now, how did that come about? Because that's obviously Swiss television program. How did that come about?
So I was studying in Belgium at that time, and I was not studying stop motion. I was studying live action and TV and documentary and radio, everything but animation. And I really wanted to do animation in my basement with my housemates. So I sent many projects to the TV channel because they had like an open call for new teenager content. So I sent like 15 scripts for just jokes, really, really short animation thing. And the goal was to have as many techniques as possible. So to almost try one technique per episode.
Because they really are. I mean, there's the siren, which is hilarious. And that's all like claymation. Mm-hmm. You've got the one that I think is just brilliant is Bagage.
Yes.
With the dolls, with these little lips that are so crudely done, and it is just so perfect. It is just so perfect. Highly recommend checking those out. But yes, so how many of those did you do?
So in the end, I think we did 45-ish. But I couldn't do everything myself. So by the end, I also learned a bit about producing because I hired animators and sound designers and the whole crew. So yeah, we did 45 and some are 2D as well.
I mean, what a way to cut your teeth. Like that is just like straight in at the deep end, isn't it?
It was a good school of.
That's amazing. Then subsequently, you go to NFTS and then you produce the most extraordinary piece of work, which is Do Not Feed the Pigeons. And that the characters in that are so defined and so delicate. And tell me about that process and where that all came about.
Yeah, I think that's really what I learned at the NFTS, because I often come up with jokes ideas. I had 45 jokes I did, but often it's too short. Like it's just it makes you laugh. But I wanted to really learn like characters and emotional development and the arc and everything. And they really push us on this at the NFTS. Like try to find really the character and the mission statement of what you're trying to make. And we practiced for 2 years of making longer and longer bits of stories, working with screenwriters, trying to really find the characters and what do they learn, what do you learn,
the character arcs,
and by the end I had many characters in that pigeon film, but in a way they all behave as one group that experience something and have an emotional arc as a group.
It is so charming, and as I said, each character is so nuanced, and the way those puppets were made, like so rich in texture, a flash of an eye. I mean, it always blows my mind how much can be done with such simple effects, but those particular characters were enthralling because they're very 2D, but the world is completely 3D that they're in. And I believe that it went on to be a bit of a VR situation.
Yes. Yeah, because also at first when we thought about the movie, we imagined it as a VR piece, because you're an observer in a station, so it's really like you're set in a location and just looking around. So it felt like VR already. And then when we finished the film, we heard there was like an open call to adapt a film into VR or make a VR project, and we thought, let's do it. And also because we have flat character in a 3D environment in the stop motion film, we thought we could just replicate it in VR, so have 2D video in a 3D set. But what's really stunning about the VR is that you see the character like live scale, like the character you watch are the same size as you are. So it really changed the perception of the film as well.
And so what else have you been working on? I know that you were very busy at the end of last year. You were working on a feature.
Yeah, I was working as an assistant animator on a film called Sauvage, which is a new film by Claude Barras, who made My Life as Zucchini, Courgette.
Yes. Gorgeous.
And it's a new whole feature film that was shot in Switzerland, so not that far from home.
Amazing. And how much is made in Switzerland usually?
Usually there are no feature film that are shot in Switzerland. I think the last one was maybe 10 years ago or more. We make some short films, but feature is really rare because we don't have a stop motion studio, so they had to bring over many people and material and
How lovely to do that at home.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
Well, Antonin, thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see Le Sauvage, which will come out in October, and see your handiwork, and also to get to see your short that you're making. It will be incredible. I really hope you come over to Margate when the sun. Come with your crew. Come with the other two. It'd be lovely to see you all when the sunshine comes out. We'd really like that. But we're sending all our love to you, and thank you again.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.